Thank you for tuning in to Talkwad.com, the world's fastest growing internet radio network. Please check out all the other great shows on www.talkwad.com.
You are listening to ComedySlamRadio.com. From our studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So pop some popcorn, grab a smooch buddy, and settle in for another fine show from ComedySlamRadio.com.
It's time for the Let's Be Frank show, where we get frank with your favorite celebrity and national touring comedians. Follow us on Twitter at Let's Be Frank Show, and if you miss our live broadcast on Comedy Slam Radio, find us on Stitcher Radio, Podomatic, and iTunes at Let's Be Frank's Podcast. Keep laughing, my friends. Yeah, and the outro. Good evening, and thank you for tuning in live to the Let's Be Frank show. I am your host, Fat Davey, David Frank, the host with the most, the greatest fucking person in this room, a legend in my own mind. Although I do have a 28, almost 30-year veteran comedian here, Steve Barrett. How you doing?
Fine, Davey. How are you?
Not too bad.
God, my voice sounds deep, doesn't it?
Yes,
I sound
it
like
does.
Froggy from The Little Rascal.
Sounds like it's horse from sucking horse dick or something. Ooh, that was cold.
Well, you weren't anywhere near it. There's obvious.
Yes, I got the quarter-inch killer. To the left, we have, and I never say his name right, Kieran, Mr. Quinn, medicine woman. And then we have Mike in the studio and Anthony Floristo, who stopped by the studio to say hello. Anthony, who will wave at the stage right now, wave up there at the camera, not the stage. That's right. He's the only black guy in the room. You might not see him. He blends into the background. But I know him since like 8 or 9 years old, which is like 25, 30 years. All right, let's stop dating myself. All right, guys, we're all here to have some fun. We were just drinking, right? We went to the Freaky Tiki because I like to treat people right before they come in or get them drunk so they tell fucking horrible stories about their family and their lives. And if you know any of us and you want to tell a freaky, horrible story, you can call us at 727-493-2055. And we want to hear from you. But for now, Kieran, what's coming on? Don't you got some shows coming up? What you got booking? What's going on?
Absolutely. I have
What's
a show.
What show you got booked that Fat Davey ain't doing some time at, bitch? That's what I want to know.
All of them. Every single one.
Fucking motherfuckers. Where's my talent time?
No, I have a show actually March 23rd. We have Ricky Pryor coming in. We have Tia Michaels, and we have Chris Gorgeous, who that is a great lineup. I'm really excited about. It's going to be a great show.
Yes, and Chris Gorgeous, who also has a show here on the radio station called Double Special, is hysterical. Mm-hmm. Tia Michaels, very lovely. Ricky Pryor, funny guy. I'm sure, Steve, you've seen all of these guys.
Yeah.
You know, Ricky Pryor at the open mics, and although he's not even an open micer anymore, is he headlining now? I mean, he's pretty good out there.
You know, it's kind of funny. I had him last year, and he headlined at Finley's, and he's phenomenal. This next show, I'm bringing in a little bit more veteran people, if you would, especially with Chris.
Right.
And Ricky's going to be opening up the show, but he's a fan favorite, and a lot of people have been asking for him.
Yes, Ricky is very funny. Tia is hysterical. You have to be smart with Tia. Tia has very smart humor. It's incredible. And I had her on here once, and we had another comedian calling in, and we were going back, and we were like, everybody tell the comedian a joke. And she didn't want to tell the one joke. I'm like, you got to tell it. You got to tell it. And you probably have you heard any of her jokes yet, or you're just going purely on spec?
Yeah, I saw her last weekend with Steve, actually.
Oh, okay. So you saw when she sends the kid out to get the candy and all the...
She didn't do that.
She didn't. Yeah,
That's my favorite fucking joke.
I'm sure she'll do it at Finley's.
Oh, no. She did do that joke.
When she says when the kid gets lost and she goes, the mother didn't get photos, so it was on the
Made her
milk
go to the
carton.
van to get candy.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like it has to be just, you have to pay attention to her humor. She's very smart. She's smarter than me. I do dumb fat guy jokes and shit, and why I can't get laid. I mean, all that shit, all reality. I can't think of nothing funny. How about you, Steve? What's going on, baby?
Oh, nothing, man. I actually, let me promote a show. I'm doing a show Not this weekend, but next. It's the 22nd and 23rd with Carl Falkenberry at St. Pete Beach at Coconuts.
Now, and Carl Falkenberry, he's been doing this for a long
30
time
years.
as well.
Yeah, he's been doing it a little bit longer than I have. He started out with Sam Kinison and Bill Hicks and Carl LeBeau and all those comics from Texas, the Outlaw.
There you go. The Outlaw Comedy Chain Gang.
Yep. That was
Nice.
That was a team.
So now you guys are here, and you're not comedians, Mike or Anthony. What the fuck are you guys doing here? You just come for the free drinks?
Well, exactly.
You're allowed to talk.
Yeah, it's on.
It's on, dude. It's a radio. You don't got to test it. Nice. Yeah, we have
came
to.
here for. Now,
Why'd you come here?
We came here because we like your show, and also we're doing some stuff with the canines. We do a lot of stuff with the children and the community, and we're always looking to promote it to get as many people interested and involved.
So he wants me to promote his shit, and he says how much he likes my show.
I do.
But
I love
on
the
the
show.
inside, the intro, which has been changed for like 3 months, he goes, "Oh, Dave, you've changed your intro. Liar! You do not like my show, or you do not listen often enough to know when I change shit."
I love your show.
You
was
just don't listen
testing-
to it.
No, I listen to it. I was just telling you because I haven't seen you in so long, so I figured I'd tell you that the first time I got to see you.
Hey, you know what, Anthony? When you said K9, I thought you were running a bingo hall. Is that like right next to L10?
That'd be B9. There are no K's
Tumor.
in bingo.
Well, back when he started, bingo card was much, much bigger. Like the Ten Commandments, they shrunk.
No, they're big because nobody can read it.
They revised them.
Now, while we were drinking, you were telling me that you might be doing some stuff at the Improv soon again.
Yeah, I've got the 25 plus years life show. I just got it today, as a matter of fact. It's for comedians. There's 3 of us that have done it 25 years or more.
And the last time you did the show, it was you,
Steve
Eric,
And Al Romas.
and Al. The only one who I don't know there is Al Romas. I've never had the opportunity to meet him, but Steve
Brilliant,
Eric is
brilliant.
a friend of the show. A friend
Both of those
mine.
guys are hilarious, man. I'm happy to be on the show with both of those guys. But this time, Al Romas can't make it. I'm back, so I don't know who they've got taking his place. So
Maybe they can get Mr. Falkenberry.
Yeah, but he'll probably be on a cruise ship. That's what he does. He does a lot of cruise
We do a
ships.
lot of a lot of the comedians that have called in do cruise ships.
Yeah, that's where the money's at.
They're making a lot of money. You get to be funny and drive around, just float around in a boat.
Captive audience.
Well, here's the funny.
We're gonna just jump off the boat.
Here's the funny thing about cruise ships, from what I've heard, is if you have a great show, you're on the cruise ship for a week. Everybody wants to buy you a drink and hang out with you. If you have one bad show, you stay in your room because nobody wants to. Oh, that's a comic that sucked last night.
You don't want to be there.
So it's never in between. It's either they want to hang with you or they want to have anything to do with you. So
Yeah, and it's funny coming up in comedy. I've talked to so many different people, and you have comedians like a Valerie Storm who's called in, who's been doing the cruises for so long. I think she gets a little nicer treatment on the cruises because she does them so
well,
often.
she's very professional. I mean,
And well, like a lot of times I hear when you're beginning as a comedian and you get on those cruises, you're just down there in the hall. You don't get to hang out with everybody, and you got to be quiet except for when you're doing your shows. But I guess you earn your right, and you get a nice room, and you get to hang out on the Lido
wait a
decks and
minute.
do all that.
Did you say a nice room?
Yes.
No, literally, you get out of bed, you turn around, you can pee. That's how short these things are.
Yeah, but one gives you like that 4-inch balcony that you can hang out and smoke a cigarette if you smoke.
Balcony. That's why people fall off cruise ships. They don't have balconies.
Well, they don't all go drunk on a cruise ship.
Yeah, good point there.
Just because we got to put a life vest on you every time we're by a pool.
Maybe murderers hang out there. That's what they do.
Yes, because I want to
Cruise
be.
ship mass murder. We haven't seen that yet.
I want to be on a cruise ship when it gets raided by the pirates. Now that we have pirates in the ocean again, that would be so cool. I never thought we'd have, aside from the movies, I didn't think we'd have real pirates in my lifetime. It's fucking phenomenal.
No, man. Take the cruise ship through the Bermuda Triangle. Go back in time and start over again. You'll make more money.
I'm so fat they would probably not lose me in the in that triangle. Why am I? I guess
No,
'cause I
circles
drank.
fit into a triangle just fine.
I like that.
And I'm not that good at math or geometrics, but that seems fair,
It seems fair.
I guess.
All right. Hey, did you want to make an announcement? Don't you have some love for somebody? You got like a little boner or something, like a man crush?
Yeah, I got to profess my true love for a friend of mine.
And an oil change for Dave's car.
I've known him for a long time, and I love this man more than anyone will ever know. His name is Mick Sapola. And Mick, if you're out there, I just want you to know that I admire your member more than my own. And I love you very much, buddy.
And
Hey, Mick, Steve Baird talking. He ain't lying.
he compares your member to Steve's member all the time. And if you want to call in and talk to us about your member, you can call us at 727-493-2055. Let's see if you're really listening. Booyah. So what's up with these dogs, man? You were telling me your dogs get to like 166 pounds. That's like a half a David.
Yeah, my name is Captain Michael Gianetti, Pendragon Acres, and we raise and breed world-class German Shepherds. My family's been doing it for decades, since 1929, 84 years, February 2nd, Groundhog's Day. Grandpa had a sense of humor.
Nice.
And we produced over 1,500 working titles, over 360 for Best in Show. I personally have over 256 CDX championships with my canine. But the best thing is 125 Seegers and 26 World Seeger champions. That's the best on the planet since 1903. And so if you want to see some outrageous puppies, look at us at pendragonacres.com or give us a call at 352-596-3414. We got puppies and young trained adults available. And we have been voted the #1 full-service facility in the country. The Department of Agriculture calls us, quote, the condos for shepherds. And we do. King Wolfgang in Germany right now, he is 166 pounds of pure thunder.
Could you imagine that bitch trying to hump your leg?
Oh, he's
Holy shit.
You said you do this for children, right?
Oh, yes, we do a lot of stuff for autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy. We do a lot of stuff with special needs families and children to give them better qualities of life without insurance liabilities.
Now,
I'm sorry.
are there a lot of seeing eye German Shepherds?
Those are full service canines for the blind and for the hearing impaired, and we kind of help the others. We do a lot of stuff with post traumatic stress disorder with Walter Reed Hospital. A lot of special force persons come back, men, women, and they need something that's going to give them that extra oomph again. And I feel like you want to really give somebody a better quality of life. Give them a world class shepherd like this. OFA certified hips, elbow, spine, cardiology test, 2 vets on staff, and when you want to get something with full guarantees, you come to see us. PendragonAcres.com.
Nice.
On a serious note, these dogs are huge, correct?
Big. Oh, yes.
Now,
My girl's 90 pounds, boy's $1.25. Girls on an average 45, 60 pounds, males big 90.
Now, let me ask this. Do you feed them, the children?
No,
This one was bad.
Yeah, this one
Those
was
are
bad.
just snacks.
Snack food, No, the children, that's one of the things my canines wouldn't even put a mouth on a child.
Excellent.
That you can play with them, and when they're raised with the children and they're raised with the temperament that we desire, because breeding for genetics, you look for temperament, you look for beauty, intelligence, size, and that long lasting health. I got canines out there, guys, 17 years old. Baron, the proud father of over 3,000 puppies, over 8,000 7-generation offsprings right now. He's 14 and a half years old, and he's living the life of Riley, watching the 60-inch widescreen TV right
a
now.
man whore.
And I'll bet you he's listening to our show right now.
Oh, yeah. We need to
because
crack
Mommy's
some
got
beers
him
for
on.
him.
I'm telling you, we had him up at, you want to hear a little funny story, right? We had him up at the Cigar Dave show here, and we were in Tampa, and we were sitting there, and this little old lady came up, and she had to be about 88 years old, and she saw Baron, and he was panting a little bit because it was hot out there, and she came up and she asked if she can give him some ice cubes, and we said sure. So she came over and she gave him some ice, and she said, Michael, he's still breathing kind of heavy, he's panting. I said, that's okay, it's a little hot, but he's doing just fine. So then Dave got me up on the stage, and he said a couple of things, and I said back, and then we told him, well, yeah, he's a proud father, 3,688 puppies to be politically correct. And she goes, no wonder he's panting. He's got to be panting too.
He's got to pay all that puppy support.
Because she was like, oh my
exactly.
Lord. Yeah, thank God no child support for him, right?
Oh,
But
no.
thank you so much for having us on tonight. We really enjoyed the show. I hope everybody out there is listening to this because, he puts on a great time here, and we're glad to be part of it tonight. We thank you so much for having us on at Pendragon Acres.
No problem, guys.
Thanks for
So
coming out.
let's get into it. I don't even remember what it was about, but me, Anthony, and his brother Gene, was it Gene?
Yeah.
Gene fought once. I don't remember even what we fought about. It was those two on me. Did you guys beat me up, or did we just? I know somebody's bike got kicked over. It might have been mine.
Yeah, it got kicked over and thrown, and then
Did we ever actually fight or throw punches?
yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, we did, but then my father came in.
Yeah, your father broke
and
it
he
up.
stopped right in between. Yeah,
I thought he helped you guys out. The 3 on
Yeah.
one. That'd be awesome.
he stopped us.
Let me help you, son.
And that now this is going back to. I mean, we grew up in the country of New York, like an hour and 15 minutes out of Manhattan. Like men are men and sheep are scared back then. When was the last time you were there?
About 8 years.
All right, it's starting to look
10
like
years.
Little Rockland County now. It's getting so busy and gangs everywhere and shit.
I heard about that.
Right, but back then we were known for, this is before Orange County choppers or anything cool. We were known for the town of Walk Hill had the nose dropper. We invented the nose dropper. And where we went to school, Pine Bush had more UFO sightings than anything. Oh, wow. Right?
Yeah, bigger, more than Area 51.
Yeah, it's on Sears,
Really?
on
It was the
Searsville
UFO
Road.
capital of-
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Searsville Road, and not to bring up a black thing, but we had, unfortunately, one of the heads of the KKK was in that area. Like that's it.
Maybe that's what the
So how did
UFOs
that-
are looking at.
Yeah, how did that feel?
Congratulations, Anthony.
They were there to watch, make sure he wasn't going to start trouble.
Man, you at least you didn't get you.
We had like 7 black kids in the school. They all made it out okay.
Oh yeah. 7 ran the school.
7 ran the school. Put the mic up, man, like you're
I
a
said
rap star.
7 us ran the school.
There you go. And it's true. I mean,
No,
just
yeah.
the way everything changed over 20. I mean, I'm out of high school 20 years. 20 years. I know that's about as long as Steve's got underwear is about 20 years.
Which pair?
Any one of them? You got anything newer than 20?
Oh, hell yes. Underwear?
Newer than 20 you got?
Well, I still got underwear older than 20, but I use it to wash the car with. No, I,
Used to
yeah, of
wear
course
it.
I am. What is this? Am I smelling now? Is that what the deal is?
I had to change my socks before
There
I
you go.
came here because I felt like they stunk and we'd be in the room. And
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
think the combination of the two actually brought on quite a perfumey essence.
Oh, Bushism. There's a new word.
Perfumey or essence?
All right, so Steve, give us a rundown. Why the fuck did you start doing comedy 28 years ago? What's the matter with you?
Well, all my friends told me I was funny. Everybody I met, I was funny, and I was funny through high school. I was a class clown. I think I spent more time out in the hall and standing in the corner than I did learning stuff. So, an open mic night opened up one night. And I went with a bunch of friends and got on stage and hammered it. Just 45 minutes of jokes out of books. Because believe it or not, I wanted to be a stand-up since I was in 2nd grade.
So were you like
So I
doing those
started
truly
reading.
tasteless and
Yeah,
truly
I had 'em
tasteless
all,
jokes
man.
and the dirty joke books?
I had all of them, and
So-
I read every one cover to cover a million times. I would go to parties, and all I'd do is crack jokes. People actually ran away from me. Kind of like what they do now.
But at least they pay before they run away.
Right.
There you go.
But so I started writing because there's kind of a, there's an artistic viewpoint of writing material. So, which reminds me, I'm teaching a comedy class starting up this Sunday at Jack's Joint to
All
teach
right.
new comics how to write material, the business end of it, a little bit of everything.
And that's
I'm passing on my 29 years of experience to these guys.
that's Jack's Joint in Clearwater, right?
Right, Clearwater, Florida, right?
And they could just call over to Clearwater, over to Jack's and sign up.
Right.
Cool.
Exactly.
How many spots are left? Because I saw the other day, what was there?
Not
4
sure,
spots left?
actually. Ace Williams, a friend of mine, is doing the marketing end of it. I'm doing all the teaching end of it. So,
Yeah, I know the last time I saw a post, I think there was 4 spots still open.
yeah, something like that.
And what are you charging? Like 150
It's a
million
buck 50
bucks?
for a 6-week class, and then there's going to be a 7th week where everybody gets to try out the material that I taught them how to write in front of a real crowd.
So somebody like me, I've been doing comedy a little over 2 years, almost coming up on 3 years.
Right.
Is this a class for me, or is this a class
Absolutely.
for somebody?
I don't know, man. 2 years, 29. You do the math.
Oh, I still suck. I'm not saying I'm good yet.
No,
I'm
you
just
would
saying,
definitely learn something. I mean,
I learn something every time I meet you.
I know. But you'll
It's not always comedy related, though.
Yeah, well, whatever. But yeah, you'll learn something. Of course you will. How can I not pass on my 29 years of knowledge to somebody new? You know, I mean, I learned from other comics and stuff, and I'm just passing on stuff before. Yeah, I'm just passing the torch, basically.
All right,
to the new
cool.
comic,
So who are some of your, aside from Fat Davey, who are some of your favorite, not only open mic comedians, but people that are now getting to the point where they're doing lots of guest sets and maybe becoming feature acts more?
Well, the funny thing about comedy is everybody has their own style. You know what I mean? I mean, you can compare Sam Kinison to Bill Cosby. Totally two different people, two different acts. But yet, both of them are hilarious. So it all comes down to the person and their style, who they like style. I think Brian Regan's a genius. There's a million comics out there with their own style and their own writing style. So it's hard to say who's your favorite. There's no way.
No, I'm saying out of all of us knuckleheads here in Tampa that you see on a regular basis, who are some, your John
Well, I'm
J.
not going to play
Murrays?
favorites. I like a lot of the comics here. You know, I'm
Listen,
not gonna,
I didn't buy you drinks, so I tried to get you drunk so I could whore out information from you, sir. Whore it up for
no,
me.
if I say who's my favorite, then everybody else is going to get offended and they won't join the class. So that's why I did that. See what I did there?
Yes.
right.
Did I say
Easy.
favorite? Did I say favorite or just okay? How about some of the people that you like? Who do you admire their work ethic? Whether they would come to your class or not.
Man, you catching me here.
I'm
you.
trying to be a prick.
Obviously, you prick.
Thank you.
No, I like Tia Michaels. The new guys. There's a million of them. I'm not going to go into names because. All right, let me go.
I'm
ahead.
putting them on
All
the
right, I
spot.
like Joe Riga. I like Matt Fernandez. I like.
That's a good one. I like him.
Yeah, I mean that's just it. I mean, no, there's so many different kind of. Ali's great. I mean, every comic has their own style.
How
So
do you
for
say
me,
Ali's last name? Ali Shafari or something like that?
I think it rhymes with Ali, Shafali, something like that.
It's like vegetable soup. It's just a whole bunch of letters.
He's a Muslim type guy, Iranian. He's funny. He's cool.
That reminded me. I got drunk the other night and ate alphabet soup. You won't believe the words that came out of my mouth.
Though, if I may, Steve, with that class, since I've been involved in this, without a doubt, when it comes to experience and the way you are, Steve Barrett is without a doubt the number one guy I've spoken with or gotten involved with. And you can cover your face all you want, but Steve was the one guy that had a lot of experience that gave me the time of day. And when it comes to something like that, I mean, he didn't know me from a hole in the wall. And he came out, and his advice has been just priceless. And for any young comedians that are out there, if you want to learn about the business, you want to learn how to develop your style and learn about your stage presence and everything, there's no one else. And I'm not trying to blow smoke because we're sitting here.
Oh, thanks, Karen.
But I've learned a lot doing this. And Steve, you're definitely you're definitely a champion to the young comedian. Definitely.
Thank you. And you know what? That's a cool thing. I've never made enemies. You don't get into comedy because you're an asshole. Let's put it that way. And I've always been nice and courteous to other comics and club owners. I go up, do my job, get off stage. Nobody's ever had a problem bringing me back. I do good shows, never create any problem or friction. I just do what I was supposed to do, and that was it. And I help anyone I can that asks for it.
That's good to pass on. That kind of information is, very vital.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
And there's been many a times that I've gotten off stage and you've given me pointers or said, hey, I remember the last time I saw you at Finley's open mic was not the last time I saw you, but at that show you came up and you were like, holy shit, Dave, so much has changed, like you feel, or you look like you feel so much more comfortable on stage and it was flowing better, which is good. It's nice that when...
That's experience.
It's stage time. That's what I try to tell everybody.
It's getting out there, which I haven't done enough of, but it's nice when you see people that have been around there for 20, 25 years and they take the time to notice what you've done and make comment to that, what you've improved on and
Constructive
everything.
criticism.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You
out
only
to
get that
help.
with
I'm out to
experience.
help, and if somebody needs some hints, I'll be glad to give them to them. I just want to pass on the knowledge I've learned, just like anything else.
Well, that's what we're doing now. We're doing instruction. Instructors are coming to us at Pendragon, and we're teaching them how to walk the walk and talk the talk.
I was going to say, I'll bet that's similar to what you're doing now.
I have forgotten more than people know about German Shepherd, but I have an open mind where I can learn every day because somebody will come up with a good question to me and say, Michael, and I'll go, hey, I don't know that, and I'm not going to BS anybody, but I'll hang up the phone and make calls and call them back, and I learned something, and I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
And I am 57. February 19th was my birthday, so I'm the oldest guy in the room.
Yeah, you are. Not by much.
Not by much. But, it's always good to help people. It makes you feel good. And when you can see the people go up and run your stuff, doesn't it make you feel good?
Oh, absolutely.
It doesn't matter where we are in the business
Right.
field, when you can help somebody. And that's what this show's all about. If you can get the people to come and learn and enjoy what they
Exactly.
do, because that's what it's all about. I love what I do.
Yeah. And you're helping people, just
That's
like
right.
stand-up comedy is helping people. I mean,
Absolutely.
You got to have fun. You got to smile. When you give a person a puppy and you see that look in their
Oh, I
face
can
and you just
imagine
want to
that.
cry, and when you crack a joke and watch somebody who's in a bad mood crack up and start laughing because they had a bad day, it's got to make you feel good.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, but my mom raised golden retrievers.
That's nice.
when I was
I
growing
like
up.
Goldens.
And one of her dogs was a big-time champion because she went to the dog shows. And they actually did a bronze statue on this dog. I remember riding him like a horse as a kid. If he would have been a human being, he'd been like a linebacker on a football team. He was absolutely huge.
See, when you get a canine from Pendragon, it's not buying a dog. You can go to the pound and
Right.
get a dog.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is like adopting
This
a
is-
child.
Oh, yeah.
And we go through a screening process, and we make sure
did,
that the
yep.
people are right, because just because you got money doesn't mean you deserve a Pendragon, guys.
Right.
And that's why we want to send them to the very, very best homes. And sometimes it's not all about the money. It's where the canines go.
It's admirable to what you're doing, though.
And we want to see people like you guys, have a good life. And when you go somewhere, see, Pendragons, when I get done training them, we put assistant service certificates on these guys. So anywhere a human can go, a canine from Pendragon can go. So if we go on airplanes, if we go to Walmart's, Publix, Peter Bread, anywhere, you can't say no.
Right.
Deed restricted areas, weight restricted places, no way. Anytime you want to bring a Pendragon, just go ahead and smile and say, ha ha.
Sweet.
And
That's
so,
right.
hey, we got them with a lot of major celebrities, throughout the country, and ball players, and we do a lot of stuff with the Yankees and the Rays,
Really?
and our Bucks and stuff. So we do a lot of stuff here in the communities, and you're going to see us here real soon doing a lot of stuff for our public.
I'm happy for you, man. That's admirable. what you're
That's
doing.
why we're here tonight, to get some exposure and to be on a good show. And,
Sure.
Tony's been telling me about this for a long time, and I've been just waiting to come up and meet you guys. And I thank you for having me on.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's his show, but I said it's a pleasure anyway.
It is a pleasure to have
It
somebody,
is. It really is.
We always talk all about comedy, and we go very off into other directions often. I got to not drink so many beers before I do this show. It's not working out.
You're doing great.
Every fucking word is a tongue twister. It's not working out for me.
Hey, we want you guys to come up and do some of the shows with us that we do with the kids and the schools and the communities, and do some comedy, and we can get some exposure for all of us, because we're in the paper and we do a lot of stuff with the Tampa Tribune, and in fact we were just in the paper.
That's a great idea,
And
actually.
we can get a lot of exposure, bring some comedians up and have some fun with the kids, just kind of keep a little calm, with our stuff, more like the Cosby Guy,
Yeah.
But then after they go, we have the adults, and we can have a lot of fun with this too. So,
Sure.
because like the Cigar Dave show, that's a little bit more on the up end with the public, the people. And when the fights, that we do the MMA stuff and promote, like the after fights, we have the after parties. That would be a ball. We could have a great time. The girls, the guys, we have a good time. And
Heck yeah.
I think it'd be a good mix. I really do.
So you guys got some nice hot ring announcers that go around and the whole bit.
Some of the very, very best.
Nice.
And we also have them for promotional aspects. So we do business within business. We promote a business with our canines and our models and our players, and we do a lot of stuff, with
just
sports.
send me a couple of hotties, one for each arm.
Hey,
and
we can
promote myself.
There you go, and come on and do what we do.
And all the years
Come out
of
with
work
us.
that those number girls do. I've been practicing in the mirror all day.
That's right.
Oh, I didn't do it quite right. There we go. That's
This
a
is
little
the
bit.
better side. No, I've seen some really beautiful young ladies here in Tampa, and we're going to do some promoting with some of the girls from the Tilted Kilt and from Hooters, and we got them to do a calendars with us, and we're going to be doing some stuff with
Wait
the
a minute,
bikes.
calendars with you? So you're like in the pictures too?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
we can have.
dude.
I want to see.
And
are
the
you-
canines.
Are you going to have these
course.
tilted kilt girls riding 165-pound dogs?
Well, actually, being next to them, we don't want them to ride them because these are all studs and high breeders. So we don't want anything crazy going on the show. On the show,
Hey, where'd my dog and that girl go?
can't go in that direction.
I've heard of a cockapoo, but I don't want to go there.
Yeah, right. No canine porno.
Listen, of all like the half porn star places to get a burger, the Tilted Kilt is my favorite. Like the girls,
Hot dogs.
Oh my god!
No, they have some really beautiful girls.
Better than Hooters, Wing House, as you go see the Tilted Kilt girls.
Our last event at February 8th was at the Tilted Kilt here in Clearwater, and it was a great time. And, the girls are just fantastic. And, the whole place was really great for us.
I didn't realize that was you. So many of my
Yes.
friends, I couldn't go there that night, but a whole bunch of my friends went. And they were I was like, holy shit, so they were fighting out there? I was like, I thought you were going to MMA to watch an MMA on TV.
Oh,
and
no.
they were like, no, it was set up in the parking lot. and people
Live.
were beating each
Really?
other's asses.
Oh, live. We had a ball. We were the Pleasure Police. We actually had all our canines there, and we actually gave a canine to Catherine Lockwich, who got her canine killed by a hit and run just about October time. And we donated the canine and the proceeds for her to get a new shepherd, and it was
Oh,
real
that's very
successful.
cool.
And now the training is going to go on for 2 years. It's going to be a long process, and we're doing this out of our hearts, and
That's
to
sweet.
help someone that lost
way to do
everything,
it,
and
man.
she really deserved the canine. So we love her to death, and in fact, she was just up yesterday for the training, and her canine's name is Tarlove, and he's been all over the paper, and that's where we want you guys to come up and to do a show with her and with us guys, because I think you'll enjoy it. Bring some of the comedians up; it'll be a great time. Hey, we'll hook
Well,
you
when
up
is this?
with the
What's the
beers
date
and
on
the
this,
foods.
Michael?
I'm gonna find out next week when
Oh,
we're gonna
okay.
be doing it, and then
Let
if we
Davey
can
know.
come back up on the show, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
And we can promote and get you guys to come up to Pendragon, see the facility. So it's not just a kennel; it's a real facility.
Where you guys located?
Here in Weeki Wachee, 1500 Eckerly Drive in Weeki Wachee, Florida. And, we have 65 acres, and 15 acres is designated and designed for the shepherds.
Wow.
And we have lighted agility obstacle courses, and it's set up like Disney for
Can
the
people
kids.
get tours?
Oh, of course, yes.
Lighted agility, so you do it at night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow,
We got
that's pretty cool.
We have little gargoyles, painted up like the Gremlins, and then we have statues and shepherds, and it's like
Nice.
Disney. It's really a nice place. I know you guys will enjoy. And we can also do a broadcast from up there. We've done it a few times, with Cigar Dave, and we've had a ball with it. And I think that this will be kind of a good thing, bringing up, people that make people laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
we love that. That's why I just thought this would be a great mix. When Tony told me about it, and he said, "Stop being so serious." He said, "Come with me. We're gonna go laugh tonight." And I went, "Okay."
Well, it's funny. And we talk about highly trained dogs, and I was at a friend of mine's house the other day, Jeff, and we're hanging out. We're having a couple beers, and he tells me a story about a German Shepherd that was well trained, and these people came home and to find that their house had been robbed, but the German Shepherd let the people walk in and out. The three robbers walk in and out of the house. They had a pile of stuff on the front lawn that they were leaving with that they were going to move to the truck. And they came back in for the last couple of things, and the dog just, they didn't get off the couch. That's when the dog said, we're done.
That's enough.
Wow.
That's enough. And the people came home.
Got greedy.
Yeah. The
So
people
the
came
dog's
home.
smart enough to realize what they're doing and just kind of wait?
He let him walk out with Grand Larceny,
Is that
and
what
then he
pretty much-
stopped him.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty smart. When the
I was
dog's
like, this is
I'll wait till they
ridiculous.
pile it all up, then I'll get them. That's pretty good.
Now bring it all back in by the cops are on their way.
Yeah, really. Yeah. I tell you, the German Shepherds are one of the most smartest, creatures on this planet.
My very first
Just-
dog was a German Shepherd.
I have a solid black female right now. She's 7 months old. And I want to tell you right now, she's almost 90 pounds. That's a female. And then I have one that is 7 months old, and she is 92 pounds. And she's even going to be bigger. So, we got some big stock.
What's
But
just out of curiosity, I know what it is with golden retrievers, but what's an average life expectancy for a German?
Well, it just depends, on how you actually maintain your canines. We're preventive maintenance. We believe in, vitamins and
Right.
and the proper nutrition, and it all depends on the food. We use
Yeah.
a lot of the high-end foods and the vitamins, new vet lab vitamins. You can't beat them. We've been using them for over 25 years, and in fact, a little bit longer. And when something's not broken, don't fix it. And
Right.
13 generations cancer-free canines in Glades
Nice.
County Sheriff's Department. I have letterheads, documentation. No one's going to do that for a private facility, and that's 48 years on the department.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
when we got a lot of people that come to us and they say we want one of those, they're getting what they want,
Right.
and they want something of the very best. Wait till you come up and see. Maybe you'll go home with one.
Yeah, we'll see. Pass it over there to Tony. Tony, what do you do with all this, man? Every time you call and you get excited, what's your part? What's your role in all of this?
Sitting out here, I'll do everything with them. I sit out there, do the training. I do a lot of the promoting. We look up different events and I book them, do like program directing and stuff like that. I also have a nonprofit organization that I'm with. It's Wash Me TV. And it's Wash Me TV, so it's an acronym for Work and Save Human Minority Entrepreneurs, Tomorrow's Vision. And what we do, Tomorrow's Vision, is the children. We try to help them out as they're doing the right thing. We give them rewards and try to promote it. If they're not doing the right thing, we try to help them out by giving them mentors, tutors, whatever it needs to do to make sure that we try to
So
upbuild.
He steers them in the right direction. His organization is really top notch.
So are you starting with kids that are bad and trying to make them good, or are you just getting kids before anything happens?
Before anything happens. I mean, and I can't even say that for a fact. It's like, it's a mixture. It goes
Right.
back and forth.
All right. So what type of things are you doing with the kids? You taking them to ball games, and
We'll
are you
take 'em-
bringing speakers in? What are you doing?
We do all of that. We'll take them out to like Mosey, Busch Gardens. We'll take them out to museums, libraries, and we pay for the whole trip. What we do is we pay for the students, the children, and their parents, and we give them some money for souvenirs and stuff like that. And we do this in accordance with Pendragon. We'll do tours, we do different events. We go to schools. We do a lot of different events with the children, and we do our best to try to promote them and give them a little push to do the right thing.
There you go. So
Very cool.
you're a promotions master, and so is this guy. Because every time this guy has a show over at Finley's Irish Pub, it's a sold out show. And it's funny because you have
Yeah.
all these people now that they use the internet for all their promotions, but that's not the way you do it, man. Karen,
Yes,
you still do some
sometimes live.
grassroots and everything.
Well, it's kind of funny because when I first started doing this, the reason I did the comedy show was a long time ago in college, the whole thing, oh, you're funny, blah, 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 blah. I lost a bet and had to do stand-up, and I told my wife about this. And she's like, we've been together for X amount of years. I've never seen you do anything funny. I
She told me that yesterday.
So she kind of called me out one night, and I was sitting in Phillies. I'm like, I'll do a show here, and blah, 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 blah. And being new to the area, I decided to do a comedy show knowing absolutely no one here. I put a few things out, and Dave came through. Dave was at my first show, and that means a lot to me. The people that were at my first show, I'll always owe them for that.
Always remember that show.
But you know what it is, though, is it's having good people. And good people came in. They did a great show. They put their heart into it. And from there, it's just kind of, I'm very lucky. Finley's is very good. It's a great bar to work with. They're great people, great staff, great clients. All the customers there are like family to me. But they look forward to the shows. I've had people say, hey, when's the next show? And I'm like, oh, it's not for another 3 weeks. That's taking too long. But to me, it's really about relationships with people. And it doesn't matter what business you're in. If you have good relationships with good people, good things are going to happen.
Absolutely. It's all about good karma.
That's really how it worked out. Like Mick, the guy I profess my love for, he's actually he's a good friend of mine. We play hockey together. We're kind of business guys together. But he understood. And I was working a corporate America job, and he was like, "You can't do what you want to do working a job like that." So he's like, come hang out, and I manage his shop. I don't know anything about cars, but he.
What kind of shop?
Well, it's a full auto repair shop. It's Courteous Car Care. Little plug here.
There you go.
Down on Starkey, across from Acropolis, behind Benjamin Moore Paints. But the thing is it's a family atmosphere there too. I mean, when Steve comes in, when Dave Hines comes in, any of the guys come in, it's just a good time. It's a fun environment. It's not like going to work. It's like going and hanging out with the guys. and we talk comedy all day, and they'll go back and forth. And what's really cool is being that I do the shows at Finley's, I'll do the show on a Saturday night. Sunday, I have to go in and break down the stage and all that. I'll have a few pops, and people will come in and they will give me, without a doubt, pure, honest opinions about the shows. Whether it's good or bad, I want to hear it all, because, especially the bad, because if you don't know what you're doing wrong, you'll never do it right.
That's right.
It's really cool. I'm very, very lucky. Very
You
lucky.
take movies, films of yourself while you're up on stage?
No, that's usually in my shower, but
Yeah, me too.
Those are
Short
very
films.
short films.
Those are short
films,
films. Right, short films.
And your wife still says she hasn't seen anything funny, and she's seen your shower films.
oh, well, that always gets a chuckle
All right.
out of her. That's about it.
Hold on, we got a call coming in, so let's see who's calling in. Who do we got on the line with the Let's Be Frank show and Fat Davey?
Hey, this is Kieran's boss, and I want to make sure he's going to make the work on time tomorrow.
You gonna make it to work on time? I'm getting him drunk, and he says that he's getting he has like a man crush on you.
Kieran,
What's up
no
with
here,
that?
no more.
He does have more than a man crush on me. I mean, he has seen me naked. I will admit that.
More than once.
Are you happy about that or sad?
Well, actually, it's just-
Actually, you know what? He's not my type. Steve's more my type.
You know, Mick, I'd heard rumors about you and Karen. Now you have just verified them.
Uh-oh.
It is,
It's out.
It is all true.
I just want to know, whose house were you naked at? Were you at Mike's house, or was he naked at your house? Or was this in the
No,
shop?
it wasn't. No house. No, it was in a bar.
On the
That's just
table?
getting even better.
Yeah, it's getting good.
No, they did it somewhere clean, like the urinal.
Yeah.
So you own this nice
Yeah, it was the
professional business, but
The
you
first
get out
time-
and you
first
get
time I
naked
ever
in
saw a
bars.
stand-up urinal in a woman's room.
I hope none of the clients are listening.
If they're listening, they've already been to the Courteous Auto Care, and they know the personalities, and that's why they continue to go back.
You're in all types of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Steve Bear with his wordplay. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, thanks for the input, Steve.
Steve just sent me a text saying, "Congratulations on being on the show." Actually, it's 2 words, one a 4-letter word and one a 3-letter word.
The last one looks like you, and the first one looks like it rhymes with suck.
Well, he was saying we were friends, and we were before he worked for me.
Now, Mike, I think the last time I saw you was at was it at Cuso's?
Yeah, I saw you at Kuzo's, yeah.
That's right. And when nobody was doing comedy, we were there watching. Was it Cowhead's band? What's the name of his band?
Who cares?
There you go. The Who Cares.
Who Cares.
No, I don't remember the name of his
Yeah.
fucking band. He's got a radio show. I don't know the name of his band though. Fuck it.
Yeah, you were in a wheelbarrow, and they were escorting you out the door, I think it's what it said.
Hey, my fat ass may have been in a wheelbarrow, but you saw the hot blonde that was with me, and that's what matters. And those big, beautiful boobs she had.
Then there's a drunk guy in the
Oh,
wheelchair.
Yeah, she was driving the cab.
Who's that?
Okay, they had to wheel out right behind Davey in the wheelbarrow.
There you go. It takes a strong, strong woman to wheel out my barrel.
Excuse me while I vomit.
Yeah, crushed Red Bull can.
It's not that wide, I think.
This is horrible. This is going to
Well, I
be.
just want
Use
to
2
call in and
cans.
say you guys are having a great show. I only saw a little bit of it because I was more interested in how to kill termites.
More interested in how to kill termites?
Yeah, with boric acid. I was like, what do I do? Do I listen to this radio show or do we find out?
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be drinking boric acid.
It's not good for your hairline.
Use a flamethrower to get rid of the termites.
Absolutely.
Those little bastards will run.
Steve, you're gonna give me helpful hints on a hairline. Okay.
Did I say something about hairline? Who
No.
brought that up?
I think Mike mentioned the hairline.
Oh, see, I was
We
in
use
the
the same
bathroom.
shampoo.
I missed
Yeah.
that part.
It was hairline or hair lip. I'm not sure what it was.
Well, all I know is Michael and I can afford the same toupee, so that's a old Bobcat Goldthwait joke. I can't afford a toupee, so I
we
wear
often
a
share
hat.
it too, but I don't understand why it has to be so curly.
What, the hat?
Well, you're in the wrong place, my friend. You need to get your head out of that area.
Oh, I must be using your other toupee.
Actually, it's a 3-pay. I had a Sharpay, but I ended up losing it.
Oh,
snack food.
You lost it, all right.
I'll
All
definitely
right, well,
make
you
it.
guys go have a great show, and Kieran, don't be late.
Hey, buddy, I love you.
He's going to be drunk and late.
Hey, Mick, I don't even think he set his clock forward an hour, so he might be a little late for.
Oh, he proved that this morning.
Oh, he's already pulled that stunt, huh?
Oh God!
Nice.
Is it really going to take?
Well, he
time
knows
back?
he knows to bring me coffee in the morning, and I immediately forget why he's late.
It's awesome. Coffee is the cure for being late to work, without a doubt.
Now you pay him,
Glazed
so
donuts.
you pay this man, and he's only using the money you pay him to buy your coffee, so it can't be that exciting. What do you
No, probably
dip your
not.
finger in there
You know,
a little bit?
well, I will tell you one thing. We
Little
get
Kieran and
people in the
Manjuice
shop
in
all
there?
the time.
Hey,
Yeah, we get people in the shop all the time, and they're always asking us, "What's it like working with a comedian all day?" And I say, "Yeah, I'll let you know when I do."
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Dude, that's the second joke that I think he's done funnier than you, Kieran.
Oh yeah, man. You got to come down to shop. It's all day like that. It's let's see. They've locked me in the bathroom on a Friday, of course. Yeah, and the best though is because I'm afraid of heights. They put me in a car, and this was last week at like 5:35, and we never closed the shop until 6. We're always there. But the thing is they put me in a car, put on a lift, and left. And
What made you think when you got in the car and they put you on the lift they were going to let you down?
I'm a junior mechanic.
You know,
I feel like that might.
You know, Dave. I'm actually surprised you're asking that question. We are talking about Kieran.
Yeah. How long did it take you to get down? That's what I want to know.
Well, I wanted to jump, but I was afraid because because I'm a wuss. But the thing is
yeah, well done.
How high is that?
I knew that it's pretty high.
Well, how high?
What do you say? Make 35 feet?
All right.
No,
Yeah,
no,
people are working on
It's an auto lift.
How do you get
What do you
underneath
got?
the
Super
stretcher?
stretch?
It looks like that
Like
when
a
you're looking
football,
down.
It's an auto lift, not
We
a
had, like-
skyscraper.
We had like 45 people talking there, and none of that came through.
Yeah, it always happens.
That's all.
Now it's quiet noise talking.
No, we're going to talk because Karen can't judge time and space because 35 feet. How long are the fucking arms that the people that work at Courteous Car Care?
yeah.
You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed.
It's the longest arm. If you come and get your car worked on by the people with the longest arms, we send your car up so high that we can't even see what we're fucking doing.
No, you bring your car in, and we can also comb your giraffe's head hair. I mean, that's how long their arms are.
That's awesome.
That was horrible.
Is
That
that
was horrible.
Hey, you still haven't said anything funny, Kieran.
Luckily, he's bringing coffee in the morning.
I still want to know how he got down.
Eventually, they let me down. You know,
They came back.
But they played games. They have a little pressure hose. They're shooting air up my pants while I was up there, and yeah.
I
it
hear
was,
you're not the fattest guy in the shop.
No, I'm
anymore.
not. Mick is the most obese man in the shop right now. I've got
I
Mick
am
by
by 3 pounds.
by 3
3 pounds.
pounds, and if I go home and sit down, it might be 4.5 pounds by the time I get done. But I'm not the fattest man in the shop. I do not have that crown.
This week.
Mick, I love your weight gain. Keep it up, my friend.
What's
Well,
the
you know,
weight?
the funny part was when we put him up in the air, he kept screaming, "This is the wrong kind of high. This is the wrong kind of high."
Yeah, there was no
I didn't know
smoke.
what
Get me
meant.
down. I want down.
Absolutely.
So you got fear of heights? What, after like 2 or 3 feet, or after 10 or 15?
I don't even like getting on my own roof.
I guess taking you up in the plane isn't going to work, is it?
No. Mick wants me to go out in his boat. I puke looking at it. I mean, it's.
Well, wait a
bad.
minute. How high is that off the water?
It's all about being a wuss. You know, I don't like being high, height wise. I really don't like being on boats, but all the things that these guys I work with, because I work in a garage. When I work in a garage, the manly man things. They play hockey. They
Race cars, fly.
all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff.
but you
and-
play hockey. You're Irish. It's in like your blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't play hockey. Don't listen to him. He has no idea what he's doing. I turned around one time and I saw him fall off the bench.
Well, the ice is slippery.
But you were sitting.
No, I jumped over the boards and I fell. And then-
That's
He
good.
literally fell off the bench. The only reason I wanted him on the team is I heard he was fun in the locker room.
Uh-oh.
And it's funny because it's kind of like, Kieran, you're kind of like a 40-year-old teenager. Aside from the fact that you're married,
I'm a very serious man. My whole life is involved in seriousness, and Mick can attest to that.
Liar.
Yeah, no. I'll always be 15. Why change? Why change?
I just came to that realization the other day. I am 40 and still a teenager.
Why not? You know.
Yeah, I'm not even married.
Don't give
single.
up on your childhood.
Absolutely not.
You know, my mom and dad told me one time, they said, hey, it's time. You got to start acting like an adult. And I said, well, why? I hate them. I always want to be like this. Hey, you're as young as you are, and always stay it.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah. 13, 14.
Hey, have fun.
I must be 58.
All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes left in the show. So, real quick, Mick, give us another shout out for the auto care.
Courteous car.
The auto plate thing.
Yes.
Plate.
The thingamajigga with the 35-foot high shit.
That's right.
Giant
That's right.
RVs.
It's you done?
You got to give a shout out.
You're going.
Okay. Courteous Car Care, 1255 Starkey Road in Largo. Come see all the comedians over there and have a blast with us.
All right.
Love you, buddy.
All right.
Steve,
You
thanks
guys tomorrow.
for calling in.
Hey, Mick, good talking to you, buddy. I'll see you later.
Been a pleasure.
You too, bro. Bye-bye.
Steve, give us again where everybody's going to be able to see you coming up.
I'll be playing at Coconuts at St. Pete Beach with fabulous Carl Falkenberry, the 22nd, 23rd, I think it is. It's Friday, Saturday night. Might be 21st, 22nd. I don't have my calendar in front of me, but that weekend, basically. Great show. Come on out if you can. It's at St. Pete Beach, where Jimmy B's, the bar is. That's
Nice.
where the club's at, right inside as you walk in the Players.
Nice. Now, Kieran, what's going on the next comedy show at Finley's again?
I have 2 quick things coming up this weekend. It's FinFest at Finley's for St. Patrick's Day
FinFest.
weekend.
What is FinFest?
It's a 3-day music festival we're putting on. Friday's going to be a blues night featuring Sugar Daddy Band. And we're also going to have Sarasota Slim sitting in. Saturday is going to be music all day, but the headliner Saturday night is going to be the Black Honkies coming in.
Say that again.
The Black Honkies.
The Black Honkies.
They are phenomenal. I can't wait to
Awesome.
see them again. And Sunday is Irish music. And then at the very end of the night, local greats Tempest are going to be playing.
And don't forget, the Black Honkies will be there. That is fucking awesome. Take a minute. What do you guys got coming up again, Mike?
Again, Pendragon Acres, US Canine here in Weeki Wachee, Florida. You can look at us at pendragonacres.com and you can see the new events that's coming up. I'll come in the show if you invite me back, and I'll give you some more details and have you guys come up and be part of Pendragon Acres.
All right. Anthony, what's the next charitable event you're doing that you might drag me to Busch Gardens to? I could float around in the water.
Well, the next thing we're doing is on the 13th of April, there's going to be another MMA fight.
Where
and it's going to be in Newport Richie at All Sports Arena.
Can Dave fight?
Can Dave fight?
Not very well.
Of course he can.
I
We'll get him up in
I
there.
could get punched like a punching bag, like crazy.
Nah.
So next week, and I don't normally talk about the shows ahead of time, but Steve will probably pick up on this a little bit quicker. But you guys remember some of the comedians from the movie Beer Fest and Super Troopers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got a couple of them calling into the show next week.
Nice.
Nice.
So
That'll
that's
be
a pretty
exciting.
good show. It's going to be good. You guys will have to tune in to see which 2 of the 4 famous.
Great movie. Your grandmama is a whore.
Well, there's a whole.
Yeah, right.
Is that part of the movie, or are you talking to me?
That's part of the movie.
Your grandmama's a wonderful person, Steve.
Any
bless her.
woman with a beard. All right, guys, we are down to the last 2 minutes, and I don't really know what I want to talk about for the last 2 minutes. So why don't we talk about whatever Kieran wants to talk about for the last 2 minutes?
I'm just glad to come on the show tonight. I've known you for a long time, Dave. You're a great guy. Steve, great guy. Michael Anthony, great guys with a great cause.
Pleasure being here.
Again, like I said before, it's all about being around great people. Great things happen.
There you go.
Hey, thank you again for having us, too.
You guys are very welcome. Thank you for coming up. Now, you guys drove here, what, it took 35 minutes, including getting lost?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
about
about that,
maybe
yeah.
about an hour. We're
They're like, what's
driving
the-
a Hummer. You know, we go slow.
Everybody loves a slow Hummer. No
Yeah,
one
you
wants
got
to
that.
get there too quick in a Hummer.
Especially when it says canine caution. You know, caution canine unit.
There's a dog involved, too?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
All right, on Doggy Canine Sex, we're heading out.
There
Thank
you go.
you very much for tuning in to the Let's Be Frank show. We'll speak to you guys next week. And peace out. Go eat some cheeseburgers.
Good night.
Fat dude.
Good night.
We've come to the end of another edition of the Let's Be Frank Show. To catch up on past shows, find us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Podomatic at Let's Be Frank's Podcast. Want to be part of the show? Email Dave at letsbefrankwithdavefrank@yahoo.com. Stay funny, my friends. See you next week.